Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany, and today I am looking at my new Vicky Bouton gel print starter kit. I heard about gel plates about 2 months ago. I had never heard of such a thing, and I saw a couple of videos on it on YouTube, and thought it looked pretty cool, and I looked it up of getting a set of those, and it was really expensive. So, but scrapbook.com had a $20 off sale going on, so I went ahead and got this starter kit. And let's see what we have. It comes with a brayer. It comes with some paint. Comes with some cups. I guess that's to stir the paint in, maybe. I don't know. Not exactly sure what that is. I guess these are stirrers. And I guess this is to get texture. And this looks like a pen. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess this is a pen, like a paint pen or something, or a water pen, and these are the additional tips to it. I'll have to figure out how to use that. Okay, and this looks like the gel plate itself. Take this out. Yes it is. Okay, let me put this aside. This is a good size one. Oh yeah, I see it comes with, it has protective film on both sides to keep it from getting dirty. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. Nice and thick. Okay. So there's that. Probably the most important thing. And this looks like it's paper. Yeah, it looks like cardstock that it comes with. Yeah, this is pretty good size. Pretty thick paper. It's not, doesn't feel like cardstock. Let's see, this feels just like kind of a thicker copier paper. And then this does feel like cardstock. Yeah, this is like really thick cardstock. This feels like 130 pound, maybe even thicker than that. That's nice. Excuse me. And then we have, looks like some die cuts. Oh, that'll be fun to play with. Oh, it even comes with some stencils. I didn't realize that. Yeah, on some of the YouTube videos I saw the techniques that use stencils. They're pretty cool looking. Alright, so we got just dots and X's and O's and grungy circles, and looks like script, some kind of script. Oh, that's a neat one. I like that. And butterflies. And there are some instructions at the bottom. So I'm going to read over this and I will get back to you. Okay, I got myself set up here. I just put down a piece of copy paper with some masking tape to hold it down. I've got my gel plate on top, and I got out some different size brayers in case I needed those. So I'm just gonna jump right in here and load the brayer with some paint. Just put that right on there. Wow, that's a bright yellow. I don't know if it looks so bright on the camera, but sure is bright here. Nice. Oh, and I'm going to get some extra paper to clean the brayers with. Let's see, over here. Okay. And it says not to put too much paint. This is it looks like a thinned down acrylic paint is what it feels like and what it looks like. Let's see, there's more yellow than blue on this one. I'm gonna get a little bit more blue on the top. Let's get in a nice green there in the middle. Okay, now for the fun part. Just to test this out, here's my paper. And I've seen people do this with their hands. Just press this down like this. Then I've also seen people use brayers for this part as well. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Wow, that really sticks to the gel plate. Wow, that's really cool looking now. Look at this. Wow, I love the texture that it comes off with. It's almost like it almost looks like fabric. The texture anyway. How fun is that? Cool. All right, so I'll set this aside for the moment. And I will, let's see. I'm going to do this again. I like those colors. I'm going to use that one more time. Since I've got the paint here, I might as well. It doesn't want to turn. It's like it's too slick. All right, I'll do a little more blue. think that texture is on the brayer itself, that kind of lined texture, it looks like. Okay, now I'm going to see what it's like to use one of the stencils. Put this stencil down right here. Grab another piece of paper. Oops, I just put my hand in the paint. This is definitely a messy process, but that's okay. We like messy processes. Okay, I'm going to do this one with my fingers just so I can get into all the little crevices of that stencil. Alright, let's see what this is like. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Neat. Okay, now take this off. Put that aside. And we'll get the reverse impression, hopefully. Oh yes, look at this. How fun. All right, oh, and I see there's still some paint left on the gel print, and that's good. We can have fun with that. Okay, gonna take this up. That yellow didn't come all the way off. I think I just didn't have enough yellow on that side of the plate. Okay, now let's try another color. Let's see, I'm gonna get my paper towels. Okay, not perfect, but good enough. Okay, now let's see, I'll get some red. Let's see how to take this little piece off. Use that. Okay. Now, where is that other stencil? I had it right here. Where did it go? Okay, well, I don't know where the other one went, but we can try. Let's see, how are we going to do this? I'm going to put this here. I'm going to use a different brayer, get a little bit of a different texture, Yeah, it's not rolling for some reason. Okay. Okay, see if I can get that red all the way in those. Okay, now hopefully it won't pull up all that blue. It's pulling up some of it. Oh well. I wonder if there's something we can do with the stencils. Probably so. Okay. Yeah, I did get some of that blue. Oh well, I was hoping to get that on the paper instead of on the stencil. Let's see. Is this dry? Ooh, it is. Okay, I'm going to use the same one. Yeah, do it like that. And I am going to put this down here. Let's see if we can't get those butterflies to come off on this paper. I thought it would take longer for that paint to dry because it's so liquidy, but it dried pretty fast. I guess because it was such a thin layer. Okay. Oh, and we did get some of those starburst things through there. Oh, that's so neat. Oh, that's cool. Loving it. Cute. Yeah, you see how you get some of the starburst or whatever that's called through some of the blue ones stayed on there. That's cool. All right. So we have that one. Ooh, the paper curls up. I'm going to have to figure out a way to flatten it out so it doesn't get paint everywhere. This is neat. I wonder what kind of paper this is. This does not look like regular copy paper. I'm going to try some of my regular copy paper and see if it comes out the same way, because this looks almost like a thermal paper or something. You know those thermal papers that are on like receipts and stuff? It's almost like that. Okay, brayer this down. There's some of the butterflies, not a whole lot, but that's okay. Still looks kind of cool. All right. Okay, now I have some different paints and different papers and some stamps that I'm going to work with the gel plate. You see I have still a bunch of stuff on there from before that's been dried on there, but this should come up. And I'm just going to take some of this paint and put a little bit right on the gel plate. So we have that, and we're going to use this. That is the Mars orange color. All right, and I'm going to take one of these. Let's see how this does. And even this page looks kind of cool that I'm using to clean my sprayers off with. Alright, we got a little bit of that stuff coming up with it. That's kind of cool looking. Here we go. Kind of neat. And then let's see, I'm going to get some, let's go different and get some purple action going on here. It looks a little bit thicker. It might be too much paint, but we'll see. It's like it pulls a little bit of that darker off every time. Oh, I like that purple. That's pretty. Purple with the grunge on the sides. That's kind of fun. Okay, now let's try something a little different. I'm going to try some white. Let's see, this is a new thing of paint. This is the paint that came with the gel plate kit, beginner kit, starter kit, whatever you call it. Okay, and I'm going to continue to just put this right on the plate itself. Alright, now I'm going to try some craft paper. This is kind of thick paper. It's more like cardstock. It's 130 gram cardstock. I'm not sure if that'll work or not, but we're about to find out. Yep, it's working. I think I could have done a little more white. That white is kind of light on there. You can't barely see, but it got kind of pulled up a bunch of red. Isn't that from like a long time ago? Okay, and now I'm interested in finding out about how stamps do on this. I'm going to try, let's see, this is a Tim Holtz stamp set, Perspective CMS 213, and I'm going to try this butterfly. And I'm just going to get a, let's see, I'm going to go with purple again. That purple was so pretty. I'm going to do it on the side this time. Why will my brayer not go? I hate that. Okay. Now I'm just going to brayer this on the stamp itself. Let's see how that does. Hold on, I'm going to try it this way. And I do not want to ruin my stamp, so I'm going to, of course the back stick into the, okay. Well, let's see what this does. Oh, I don't want to, I feel like I just smeared it on there. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to just spray some water on this stamp. And I'm going to try some directly on some paper here. See what that looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool. See, seems like there's a lot more on here. Cool. All right, I'm going to leave that to the side for a moment. Okay, I got a thing for my stamps so that I don't ruin them with paint. But then it occurred to me maybe I should try to use ink. So I'm going to try the VersaFine Clear ink. I'm going to use the same stamp set with these numbers. I like these numbers. Let's see, maybe I should do it this way instead. Okay, I'm just going to let it stick to that for a second. Okay, now oh, look at there. It does. It does work. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. How fun is that? Cool. Okay, let's see if I go back to this one. I think this one is still a little bit wet. Let me try another. Matter of fact, let me try this ledger paper. That might be fun. No, that ink doesn't transfer very well, at least not on this sheet. Maybe it will on another piece of paper. Nope, that did not work well at all. All right, let's try something else. We already have that on there. Let's try some more paint. Let's try some, no, I was going to say metallic bronze, but I don't think so. Let's try some, oh, what the heck? What is this? This is shimmer paint, tree bark. Sure, why not? Okay, I might regret this, but I'm just playing here. We'll see what happens. Let's see, I hesitate to go over that butterfly since I don't know that that is... Oh, well, that's pretty dry. Okay, hopefully that'll work. And again, it's not spinning, it's just smearing it. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I'm going to go with some more Mars orange in these spaces that didn't really get much paint. Oops, too much. Okay, let me try this other brayer. Ugh, too much. Oh well, I think I'm just going to end up replacing the copper with the orange. I don't know. It might blend okay. All right. Now let's see what all this pulls up. Let me clean this sprayer off. And I'm going to pull another white sheet of paper. Let's see, should I try one we've already put something on or something completely different? I mean completely new. Let's see. Let me try this one. I wasn't happy with this. Let's try pulling this up again. Well, again, it pulled up the paint, but it did not pull up the ink or the other paint from the purple butterfly. Okay. Looks better than it did, though. Oh, and it did. I don't know if you can tell that metallic copper, if you can tell the little bit of sparkle that's in that. Okay, let me try the white again. Try to do another craft sheet. I might be getting too much paint on this. I don't know. Let's see if that's such a mess on this other side over here. I've got a pile of stuff. All right, let me take a little more. If you clean off the brayer and then go back over it, it does take some of it off if you've got too much, so that's kind of nice. Okay. All right, now let me get a new sheet. Actually, wait a minute. That was white, so let me try a craft sheet again. Let's see, that other craft sheet I said was too light, so let me go back this other one. Go back over this other one. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I pulled it off and then put it back on. Hopefully it won't mess up. Okay, now. Oh, I do see a little bit of the numbers that came off with it. That's cool. And a little bit of the butterfly, but not really a good impression of the butterfly. But it did get the numbers, so you can use the ink. The ink will work. Huh, interesting. I still don't really like that, but it can be a background of a background. We can go back over and do that again. Okay, now, how about we get, let's see, we did purple, we did yellow and blue. Let's do yellow and red and see if we can get some orange. We'll get a little bit of yellow down here. And I'll go over this. This paint that came with the kit is really pretty thin. So I don't know if that's the key to the acrylic paint here, is to make it thin. But then that purple was kind of thicker. So, and that worked too. So maybe either one is okay. Okay. So we've got some red up here. And some yellow down there. I'm going to see if we can blend. I got way too much red. Way too much red. Okay. Let's see if it'll even blend in the middle. I can see a little bit of a orange coming through. I think if I'm gonna see more orange, I might need to put some more yellow. I think I will put a little more yellow. Okay. And of course, now I'm getting into too much paint again. All right, let's see. I'm going to get another sheet for the brayer. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. I might have gotten way too much paint, but that's okay. Oh, it's still pulling off some little bit of number. That's fun. Oh, and I did get an impression of the butterfly. A pretty good one. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little light. And then we got some left over to work with. Let's see, what do we want to put down there? We want to put down some more brown, maybe? Yeah. A little bit of brown. Not a lot. A little bit. Okay, I don't know if that was a little bit, but that's still too much. I still just have a tendency to use too much. Let's see, I want to use that other piece of ledger paper. If I can get to it. Oh, this was the original one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still going to use the original one again because maybe it'll come out better this time. Oops. Well, I'm liking that a little better. Oh, it's pulling up the paper though. That's the thing about, you gotta be careful of the paper. See, it's messing up the paper. Okay. So that tells me that this is not good paper to use for this process. See how it tore the paper? It just pulled it. This looks cool though. I really like this. It's got the red underneath. It's got the numbers. It's even got some, I don't know what that is underneath it. It's dark or something. So that part's cool. Now let's see if we can pull up that paper with other paper. I don't know if it works that way, but we'll find out. Oh, that one pulled up that butterfly really good. And no, it does not pull up the paper. I may have to put some more paint on it. I got the holes from the paper, the paint around the holes from that other paper though. Okay, I'm going to use that brown again, but hopefully not as much. Okay, try not to use so much. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Okay, that was less. It's funny, I don't know how it decides to pull up what it pulls up. I mean, you know, not that it decides anything, but like for example here, I did the same, I've done the same layers on this, but for some reason it pulled that up in the middle entirely. And some of this is like the exact same as when I first put it down. I mean, like it's just as dark. So I guess that's what makes this process interesting. It's because you never know what it's going to pull up. I really hope it pulls up that paper though, because I don't want that to damage the gel plate. Now see how much, look at the numbers it's pulling up. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Now see how it didn't pull that up? I don't know why. Okay. Is it gonna pull the paper up? No, no it is not. Okay, It pulled some more of those numbers at the top though. That still came out where the paper was. It still kind of came out with a cool effect on this side. I like that. Gosh, it's still pulling up some red. Bunch of red, red, red. It pulled up almost all of the numbers on this corner here. That's cool looking. I really like that one. That's fun. That's going to be a fun background for something. Okay, this concerns me here. I don't know if I'm going to need to just pull this off like this. Okay, well that's easy. That's coming off easy. Because I don't think that's going to come off any other way, to be completely honest with you. I could be wrong about that, but this is a very messy process. There is one thing about that. Okay, now it's going to be interesting how all this comes out. Okay. Now, let's see, this was some more over here. All right, now, how about some more white? And I do it really, really thin. Okay, just that much. Okay, now, this is very thin. And there's still chunks of paper coming up where I rubbed it off there. Well, maybe the paper will pull it up and we will rub it off the paper. How about that? Okay. That cardstock one, craft paper one didn't come out very good the first time, but we'll try it again. Gosh, it's almost pulling off parts of this. That's so weird how it does that. Okay, again, we're going to have to do that one again because that was not cool. Don't like how that came out. Okay, I want to work. I think my favorite parts of working with this was with the stencils and the dies. That came out with the most fun results. All right. And again, too much paint, I think. That's okay. I'm just very heavy-handed with the paint, apparently. All right, so I'm going to take some more of these die cuts that came with the kit, actually. I'm going to use some, let's see, I got red, so we're going to use some of the heart ones. And let's see, there's another. I think I see another one down here at the bottom. Can't tell. Yep, that is another one. That might be all. Let's see, there's another butterfly, and there's another flower, and there's another star. Let's see, I think I'm going to leave it like that, though. Okay, so and with these dies and with the stencils as well, I like to press it in there to where it gets as much around the shape as possible, as close in. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, and it's still pulling up some numbers. Oh, that's fun. Oh, look, I didn't push totally around that flower, so it didn't get the definition of that one. Let's see. Oop. God, this is really sticking. I don't know why. It's so sticky on that side. Stickier than the bottom. Okay, now some of that paper did come up. Interesting. Okay, so we got some grunge over here with that ledger paper that didn't come up, so there's a little bit of an impression of that. We've got the numbers down here, We've got the hearts, and we've got some paper. That's all rolled up. That got stuck. Okay, so now the second part to this process is take this off. And it colors these dies kind of pretty too. Look at this. That's kind of fun. And I like how it leaves the little outlines, so when you go back over it, it picks up the outlines. This is actually working with my non-existent thumbnails. Okay, one more. All right, now I'm going, oh, look how it came up with the numbers on that heart. That's cool looking. I like that a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna get how much blue? A very little bit of blue. Okay. Oh, it did. I wondered if it was going to come out purple. It did. Because it's pulling up the red with the blue. Oh, look how it's pulling up the outline of the red over the purple. That's so fun. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. God, it's still so sticky on that corner. Please don't tear my paper. Please don't tear my paper. God, it's pulling the gel plate right off the... Okay, it did pretty good. It did pretty good. Okay. Neat. I like that one. That's fun. I like that one a lot. It even shows the lines where the brayer went over. That makes it look cool. Kind of like that effect. Okay, I'm going to try to peel off the rest of this paper that's stuck on here. Yeah, that's after several passes. This is not coming off. So that answers my question about that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna let those other papers dry, and we'll show you the conclusion of what we made at the end of this. Okay, there's a couple of things that I wanted to mention as I was finishing up and cleaning this up. So the die cuts we were using, I was just going to say that these are reusable. These can be reusable. I guess so long as it's thick enough, the die cuts you use are thick enough. I would assume that this is about 130 pound at least paper, or cardstock rather. and this is definitely thick enough to be able to be used again. I think if it were any thinner, when you peel it off, it would probably tear. I mean, this, I still had to be careful with this, because if you just, you know, rip it off, then that's going to tear too. So you still have to be careful with it. But these, and of course it's going to bring the paint with it. But so you can use these in other forms of art and reuse it that way, or reuse it for your gel prints in the future. Also, I wanted to talk about how you store the gel plates. The gel plates, at least the one that came with this, came with a 2 plastic sheets that one goes on one side. Well, I didn't do a very good job of putting that on. Let's see. Let me do a little better with that. Okay, and it fits that way. Yep. And then pull it up, and then the other side goes right here like this. All right, and if you're like me and you want overkill, that's probably enough. You can put that in the little box that it came in. It did come in a little cardboard box. But then there's also one of these from the Delusions line, gel plate storage tin. It's very, very thin, as you can see. And it did apparently at one time come with 3 different size gel plates in it. But now you can just buy it, just the tin, the empty tin. And just put your gel plates right in there, or gel plate. It looks like this one will only fit the one. And boom, there it is. Close it down, and it is ready for the next time. All right, and then let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and take this up. The last thing I wanted to talk about, just if you hadn't run across this in another video, I made the mistake of letting the paint dry on my stencils. And let's see if I can grab the paper towel here. You can clean up dried paint from stencils, and I also cleaned it from my glass mat with what's that called? Hand sanitizer, rubbing alcohol or hand sanitizer, either one. And it just, the dried paint just comes right off without damaging your stencils. So you can see how that's just coming off really easily. And I did the same thing with the brayers. This one, it looks like it's just a hard plastic. The other one that I was using, I don't know that I was supposed to use it on this, because it looks like it's like a rubber. And I don't think I would use it at all. I didn't end up using the Tim Holtz, the little black ones, which is definitely rubber. And I don't think I would use alcohol, rubbing alcohol or hand sanitizer on these. I don't think you're supposed to, for the same reason you wouldn't use alcohol on your rubber stamps, that it could damage them. So if that's not true, that's the impression I get. I don't know for an absolute fact that that's true, but from all the videos I watched, that is the impression that I was getting about alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and you know, rubber stamps. So anyway, there you go. You can see how this is coming out, and then I'll turn it over and wipe the other side. And just wanted to let you know that we never did use this little apparatus. I guess when you put the paint down on the gel plate, you can scrape it and make different designs. And we saw how the paper was picking up the brayer marks, so it would probably pick up any mark you would put down. So that's probably what this was for. I totally forgot about it. It got buried underneath papers, so I forgot to use it. So anyway, that's all right. And we're back here with our final papers, background papers that we got from the gel printing. And this is one of my favorite ones. This is the red and the yellow and the orange that pulled up the numbers, and a little bit, I don't know if you can see the butterfly that it pulled up right there. This is one of my favorites. This is just one of the brayer papers that I used. This is that heart one. This is not one of my favorites. I'll probably use this for in the future for another gel printing session. Do like this one. This one's really really neat with the purple and the outline of the hearts in front and the flower. This is also one of my favorites. Very colorful. Butterflies. One of my grungy ones. You know how I love the grunge. With the orange and the brown. Again, one I'll probably use again in the future. Now this one was an unexpected one. This one was the green and the brown. I kind of like this one. This is one of my favorites as well. Different, not my fave, but you know, can do something else with this. Again with the grunge, you know, loving it, loving it. Again, one of my favorites, because you know, purple is my favorite color. It's purple and grunge. How can you not love that? Okay, and again, one of the ones I'll probably use again in the future for something else. Something else. A little bit plain for me, although it is purple. Used for something else. This was the beginnings of the butterfly one that I got too much paint on, but I think that came out pretty cool, those butterflies, so I'll definitely use that for something else in the future. That's pretty cool. Love this one. Nice grunge effect with that one. Again, another brayer paper. That one's kind of fun. This was the ledger paper that ended up tearing, but I love this part. This is fun. Probably use again in the future. One of my favorites with the grunge and the numbers. Another one of my favorites. This is the craft. This ended up being one I liked. We did this twice. Got the numbers and got the underlying red and a little bit of purple in that. And this will be again used in the future for something else. I got some of those papers stuck in that one. And again, that's it. So we got a pretty good selection of background papers for future uses and cards or junk journals or however we like to use that. So thanks for joining me. Please hit like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you can be notified when I upload videos in the future. Thank you for joining me and have a great day. Bye.